Dominic Stearn here with Blake Tiberi, all-star starter in the American Association at third base. How does that sound to you, Blake?
It's pretty cool. It's an incredible honor. A lot of it just comes to working with these guys every day, the coaching staff, and them just giving us every opportunity we need to be successful. So a lot of it, is I give credit to the people around me that have helped me get to this point.
Yeah, we've got a great squad here at the Lake Country DockHounds, and you're one of the leaders on this team here, a familiar face here in the American Association. How cool is it to see this team grow, especially off to the rough start? A lot of players have left the team since then. You and that core at the top lineup have stuck around, and it's getting slowly better and better. How cool has it been to watch this team transform?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with every season, you've got your growing pains, and especially with a big group of new guys, trying to get comfortable with them and learning how to play with them and their style, and then just mending it all together. It's been really fun to kind of, like you said, that transition from kind of starting off rough to gaining momentum now, and then kind of just riding that roller coaster. And now it feels like all that's behind us and everything's been trending upward so far. So it's been pretty pretty good for the most part. You're always going to be nitpicky about certain things, but I really like the direction that we're headed right now.
Yeah, and for you, it's just been an incredible year. 328 batting average that leads the team. You lead the American Association in doubles with 15 with your 2-double performance on Friday. Lead the team in triples, second on the team in hits. It felt like a month ago I went down and watched batting practice, and one day you just didn't pull the ball once, and I was blown away. And ever since then, it's just been getting better and better for you in the games. Is there something that's clicked this season, and especially over the last month and a half, that's allowed for you to really start hitting the ball well?
I came into this season kind of after the past couple years kind of struggling, and just wanted to get back to my roots and who I was, and just kind of honing into the type of player I was in college that was spraying the ball over the field, and just being comfortable, just hunting certain pitches, being selective, and just not trying to do too much, and just kind of really simplify everything. So haven't really done too much that's really been like a certain feel or something clicked. It was just kind of a lot of work put in the off season of just sort of digging down and finding, getting back to who I was as a player, that got me into professional baseball, and just really keeping a simple mindset, simple approach, and just trying to not do too much.
Yeah, last year for the Sioux City Explorers, in 98 games, you had 3 3-hit games. You already have 7 this season, including a 4-hit performance on Friday. It's just been an incredible turnaround for you. And you told me in Gary when you got named to the All-Star team, and I congratulated you, that whenever you pull the ball, it's a mistake. And obviously, I laughed, but it almost feels kind of true. Is that really the case?
I kind of say that because I'm never really looking to pull the ball. Like I said, just who I was in college, everything was just trying to work the middle of the field, stay inside, and with that approach, for me, what works for me is if I am thinking, keeping up the middle, the pitches that are in are just an easy reaction. And like I said, yeah, it's kind of funny. I say that all the time because I'm never really looking to juice anything pull side. I just let it happen. And yeah, everything with me, like I said, is just very simple, very basic approach of just trying to just use the big part of the field. And I know we don't really have the largest park here. I tend to find the co-wall construction. I tend to find that corner a lot, but it's like I said, a lot of learning and stuff the past couple years, and like I said, just getting back to who I was like a really big emphasis, and I think that's really cleaned up a lot of stuff at the plate for me.
Yeah, and as good as you are or have been at the plate, it's been just as much fun to watch you with the glove. Started the season at third. Since Brian Ray, Matt Rodriguez, and a couple other players have joined at the hot corner, you've played pretty much exclusively second base, and you've been even better at the second base position. How much pride do you take in your defense, and how important is that to you?
Oh, very. The one thing in college that stuck out to me was, my coach was very, very big on being able to separate the offense and the defense, and my mindset's always been, if I'm not doing it at the plate tonight, if I'm not having a good night, the glove's never going to slump. You know, you always have to be ready on defense, and especially at second, you're in the middle of the field, you can see everything. There's a lot of action going on, and just helps me stay in the game and just kind of know what's happening. And you know, especially like I said, especially playing here, you know, every out's important, just because there's never really a safe lead at this stadium. So I've always, you know, just as much as I love hitting, I love making plays on defense as well, and you know, just taking pride in every asset of the game. Just, you know, doing everything possible to try to put our team in the best position to have success.
Yeah, a couple more questions for you, Blake. Thank you so much for your time. That leaping grab you made against the Railcats and Gary at the U.S. Steel Yard was, in my opinion, the best play of the season. It saved the game. I didn't think you were going to get up that high. I thought that ball was in the right field for sure. Where does that play rank for you in terms of all the tremendous plays you've made, not only on the season, but also in your career?
Yeah, I think like you said, just with the situation of it, you know, late in the game I think we had that 1-run lead, first and second, and just kind of dumped one good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. And I don't know, I just got a little springy, got lucky, and was able to get up there and snag it. But yeah, that was a really cool moment, just like you said. I think that was to secure the series, you know, take the first 2 of it, so that, you know, for us that's important, especially the division games, to win as many series as you can with those. So yeah, to this point, I think that's probably, you know, favorite play so far. Like I said, end of the game, just kind of the dramatics of it was really cool.
Yeah, and it also secured the season-long road trip. Was a winning road trip for the DockHounds as well. And final question for you. Mentioned you're second on the team in hits. You're 1 behind Nick Banks. And I interviewed him as the first player because I just assumed he was going to be joining you as an all-star starter. His numbers certainly worthy of it. He wasn't last man in, didn't get voted in, but today got announced that he's a part of the all-star team, so he's going to be joining you in Milwaukee next week. How cool is it that Nick gets to join you as an all-star?
No, I'm pumped for him. No, I'm really excited. I've gotten really close with Banksy, and lockers right next to each other, throw together every day. And no, I was really excited to hear that he got in. I mean, I know how many people were voting for him as the last man, and you know, just us, you know, being biased, of course, we all thought he was very more than deserving to be in there. But I think at the end of the day, you know, everything worked out, you know, the way it should. So I'm really pumped. I know he's pretty happy. So I think we're mentioned maybe the home run derby. So I talked to him a little bit. I might, if he ends up doing it, I'm gonna maybe throw it to him. So that would be pretty cool.
Really? That's cool. He replaced Jose Sermo, who led the American Association in home runs, and he's got double digits, leads the Lake Country DockHounds. So we've got to be on the lookout for that. Is there going to be anyone that's going to be there for you at that All-Star game? Family members, friends?
Yeah, I haven't worked that out. been meaning to see, but yeah, I think I know in the Chicago series, my family's close to Chicago, so they'll be up for that at least. So I'll see them this next weekend. So I think that's kind of where at least where our planning is right now with that, but not really sure.
Yeah,
not really good with the planning. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get a call or something. I'll probably talk to them this weekend or want to see him. So
next Tuesday, July 18th, you'll see Blake Tiberi at third base representing the East Division here in the American Association All-Star Game. Thank you so much, Blake.
Best
of luck out there today.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.